How's everybody doing? I want y'all to give the comments y'all saw before me a round of applause. And also the Senior Moment Band. Clap it up for them too. I never knew what SMB stood for until he told us tonight. Senior Moment Band. Let's think about it. What is a senior moment? The moment you become incontinent, or you looking right in your kid's face and you don't know who they are. So I'm like, okay, Dr. Rob, you got it. But I say that because Dr. Rob, good friend of mine. I love him like an older brother. And every year, how many years has it been, Dr. Rob?
A long time.
Yeah, but I'm talking about since we've been doing this. I ain't talking about we shooting dice. Yeah, but, and you know, he always get me to do his parties and stuff like that. He's a good guy. He's a real good giving guy. But one thing that annoys me about this dude, he's so meticulous about things. He want to make sure that I want to be here. He booked me in October, sent me a page in November, paged me in December, told me, he sent me the page in the mail. FedEx. I get it. I got a cell phone, Dr. Rob. We ain't had to do none of that. But I'm like, what? I haven't seen the page in so long. I'm like, what? Who is this? It goes off in my hand. Call Dale. I'm like, he's so meticulous that he knew when the package, I gotta do it like a preacher. He knew when the package arrived. Huh? And he asked me the craziest question. I was like, hey, what's up, Dr. Rob? He's like, hey, Chris, you get the pager? How the hell you think I'm calling you? He said, you get the pager? I'm like, yeah, I got it, Dr. Rob. He said, yeah, I just want to make sure you're going to be there March 24th. Nigga, it's December. And he would call me or text me every week. You know, because I'm a big star and I'm doing big things. Nah, that's not true. I wish I was. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Your goatee longer than mine, but I'm working right. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Oh, he don't know. He about to lie. You gonna lie with the church people right here. Right here, you gonna just lie. About to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. Okay, you want to do it? You want to get up here? All right. You really want to do that? Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that? I'm going to sit down because my feet hurt. Let me tell you something. Big people, I'm not going to talk about big people, talk about me. Like I ain't big. I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, right? And big people do not like to accept that they're big, that they got a weight problem. I was in line at the supermarket the other day, standing in line, and the pain shot up my left leg, all the way up my back. I was like, ow! I ain't gonna stand over there no more. That spot hurts. It's hard being big, because when you're big, I can't do simple things like walk around the mall or go into the store at the mall, clothing store, because I wear a size 8X. And I walk into the store and it'd be one of the salesmen dressed like the old pastor or long goatee man right here. Nigga goatee on his chest. Like a Shaolin monk. What's wrong with him? But listen, he be dressed like you all dapper and they ask me the stupidest thing in the world. Excuse me, sir, what size pants would you like? I'm like, so I answered back to him. I said, I like a size 34. But a 54 be more comfortable. You got suspenders, I'm out of here. You know, it's hard being big, man, because when you big like this, and it be raining hard outside, and you might come across some unforeseen incident where you run out of gas or something, and your friend like Dr. Rob will see you, because you can't miss me. I don't care if it's snowing, raining, whatever. And I say, hey, yo, Dr. Rob, Dr. Rob. Soon as he see you, acknowledge that you saw his car, he gonna bend down and turn the radio on something. right on by. And he gonna justify it by talking. He ain't nobody in the car with him, but he gonna talk to somebody. Shoot, I just got my shocks done the other day. I just can't be picking him up all like that. Can't be doing it. I just had some work done on my truck, and a friend of mine took me to Advanced Auto. Nice guy, Christian guy. I don't trust him. But he has an older car, the 86 Camry. You remember this car? That's the one with the seatbelt don't come out the thing. When you my size, that thing will kill you. Because I said, hey man, I need to get down to Advanced Auto. And this is what he do. He like, I don't even know, man. I thought he was talking about gas. I don't even tires on that side, You sure you can fit in here? People ask you that. Or before you get in their car, you know what makes me mad? I get a ride down there, Chris, he get in the car, he gonna lean on push the seat all the way back on his own. You don't know how big I need the seat. Let me adjust my own seat. So, I don't mean to do this, but when people give me a ride, there's something, picking up a big person is different than picking up a small person. Because you pick up a small person, they open the door, they in. Not with big people, not with me. First of all, when I get ready to get in your car, I'm gonna open the door and talk to you first. You sure this is all right? I mean, I catch an Uber. All right? Now, at this time, I'm not being disrespectful to this man in the car. Because I can't hop in that one leg hop. I can't do that. I gotta turn around and back up in it. You back up in the car so you don't put your butt all in the man's face. And I don't got no butt, so my pants be sliding down all the time. And this is how I know he's seen bare skin. He said, oh Lord Jesus. So I get in the car and I close the door. Here come this seatbelt on its own, choking the hell out of me. And I'm riding because it's a free ride, so I don't want to beef about it, you know what I'm saying? I said, if he just get to the Advanced Auto before I pass out, I'll be okay. So when we get to Advanced Auto, here's another trick that fat people do. We can't see the door handle because of all of this. So I gotta feel around for it, So I'm gonna make conversation with you. I'm gonna make conversation. So what you think of the Redskins? You see what they did last year? You see Kirk Cousins? I'm trying to find the door handle. Once I find the door handle, this is another thing a fat person does. I'm exposing fat people tonight. A fat person is gonna pop the lock. The door is gonna fly open. He's gonna pick his foot out there, boom, stop the door. Put this foot on the ground. Shift. He's gonna shift. And he's gonna put his right hand on top of the car and rock to try to get out. As I'm doing this, a white woman pull up in a minivan with her son. And her son yells this out the window. Hey, Mom, look at that man trying to pick up that car. So when we was walking around the store, I plucked him in the throat. Put them batteries back, you in here stealing. Hard being big, man, hard being big. You all right, Pastor? You a pastor, I believe you're a man of God, but you're gonna get rid of that pimp laugh. I'm telling you that right now. You laugh like you still got your diamond pinky ring on. Yeah, man. I come from a large family. Not people. I'm talking about not a lot of people, just a large people. Period. You know, butter was in everything we had. Cereal had butter in it. But I say that to say, me and my brother, he was mischievous. We were bad kids because, I guess, product of the environment, you could say. And my mother couldn't take care of it, so she sent us to my grandmother. And my grandmother was a loving, caring person who just we called her mother. I don't know what that last word started with an F, but. I just added that, but that's funny. Anyway, we called her mother. And we were so mischievous. We would break car windows. We found out that the little white piece on the spark plug, the ivory, I think it is, the porcelain, you could take a little piece of it and throw it at the car window, shatter the whole glass. So we thought it was fun or amusing to just walk around the neighborhood shattering people's glass. Whole window just fall down. So this man named Mr. Bletcher saw us do it. He took us to my grandmother. And at this time, there was a revival coming to town. It was a revival coming to town, and my grandma was fed up. She was sitting on the stoop, 3 cigarettes lit, can of Coke 45 on the stoop. And the pastor came and said, Miss Emerson, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah, I don't know what to do with my grandkids just going crazy. He said, I tell you what, I want you to bring them over to the church just before the revival started. I want to talk to them. So he said, okay. My grandma said, okay. So they get me and my brother and take us across the street. He said, when you bring them over, bring them downstairs to the bowels of the church. Why didn't he just say basement? I don't know why. But that's that ecclesiastical talk, I guess. So he said, bring them down into the bowels of the church. So I had just got finished playing, so when my grandmother located me and took me to the church, I had to go to the bathroom. So we get downstairs, and I said, Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. She said, go to the bathroom. So he said, Miss Emerson, bring him in here. He said, Chris, come in this office when you finish. Okay, so the pastor's behind the desk, and my little brother's standing in front of the desk, and the pastor, in this ecclesiastical voice, looks over and says, Dwayne, where is God? My brother like, he said, I said, where is God? My brother looked at my grandma. Like, you told this nigga, son. He said, I said, where is God? My brother took off running down the hallway, beating on the bathroom door. I opened up, I said, what's wrong? He said, we got to get out of here. I said, why? He said, man, God is missing and they think we got something to do with it. Yeah, I've been going to church for a while. Like I haven't always been a straight and out person. I went away to college for like 11 years. At least I got a degree in the time. I got associates in theology. Yeah, no, it ain't take that damn long. You just yelling out stuff like you on a game show. Be quiet, woman. Long goatee, handle that. But since coming home, I joined the church home and everything was going okay. And then I fell out, went through some stuff, stopped going to church. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my spirituality back. I'm gonna feed my spirit man. So I went back to church, and I realized the church that I went to, that they didn't have the same reverence for God that the other church had. Because when I walked into church, in the pew that I got ready to sit in, there was a man sitting in the church smoking a cigarette. Shocked me so bad I almost dropped my beer. Oh, Lord. You know what? I never did this joke. But I want to see, I know y'all good people. Y'all good at Martha Luther King Church. Y'all got enough money? That church, that building fund is all right. All right, I felt like just trip and fell. And just come up. So if I put $2 in and get changed, how about that? No, but what was I gonna say? Oh, I never did this joke in an actual audience. I wrote it in my mind because I think this would happen because I think God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit is just so fed up with, Jesus came and gave his life for us. It said, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Right? So, now, look at the shape the world is in today. Can you imagine God sitting in heaven like, look at my creation, oh my God. Look at North Korea, what is going on? And Jesus is walking by. And he's like, Jesus, come here for a minute. And Jesus is like, what's up, Pop? He said, look down there. Do you see? He said, yeah, they straight tripping. And God looks at him and says, you know you got to go back down there, right? And Jesus is like, no. No, sir. No, sir. God says, why not? And Jesus shows him his hand and says, didn't you see what they did to me last time? Did you see that? I'm going straight to hell. Tonight. Oh my God! You know what's amazing to me? I'm losing weight now. I actually lost a total maybe like 61 pounds. Clap. Not that I wanted to, but I was getting ready to go somewhere with this. Excuse me? Oh, 61. And I joined the gym. I was swimming every day. I would swim 60 laps. Right, Doctor? Remember that I was swimming? When I met my girlfriend, she said I smelled like chlorine. I didn't know how to take that. But it's true. And I'm lost another SMB. Senior moment. Oh my God. Y'all just now, all y'all on the game show. All y'all on the game show now. All y'all playing Wheel of Fortune right now. These jokes, I know that I'm being respectful because, God's people are here. We all God's people, but these is God's first cousins over here. And because these jokes got some kick to it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right, Pastor? Yo, the deacon with the leather jacket, oh my God. That jacket looked like something straight out of West Side Story, right? I'm like, that's the hardest leather jacket ever. I'm not talking about hard like in gangster. I'm talking about like hard, you know what I'm saying? Like the cow had mad cow disease before they killed him in his jacket, you know what I'm saying? That's like the same jacket Jim Kelly had on in 3 the Hallway. You remember that movie? Huh? There you go. No? Shut up! Where you from, man? I know you wasn't from here. I know that. Let me tell you something. Me and my man was in the bathroom the other day. A little while ago, and we said, "You want them cum meetings?" I said, "What? One of them cum meetings?" I was like, "Why are you putting so much emphasis on the CO?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "Let me tell you something. Where you from?" I said, "I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn." He said, "Yes, he out them up there. I bet you don't know Pie. I bet you don't know Pie Square." I was like, Pie Square? Maybe where you come from, Pie Square. Where I come from, cornbread is square. Pies is round, right? Oh my God! Love it when the plan come together. Let's get back to Dr. Rod for a minute. I'm gonna talk about Dr. Rod, my friend Dale. I think when he sings, he metamorphoses into another person. Because he was singing and he started doing the Temptations move. You seen him? But his feet wasn't moving. That's at 65 right there. That's at 65. Dr. Rob's so old right now, he get up in the morning, go outside and start his car and forget what he forgot. And something interesting happened on the news, and he's sitting down and watch the news. Then watch Ironside and everything else on TV. You get tired, you go upstairs and go to bed, forget he left his car running. In the morning, he accusing the neighbor of siphoning gas out of his car. I know you did it. I know you had to. I just went to the gas station 2 days ago. Dr. Rob told me a story one day about... Dr. Rob told me a story how he was hitchhiking to school one day, and he had on he was playing football at this time. So no big burly man need to have on no short jumper. Now, I can see if you got your jumper, it's cut like right there to your knees. But when he told me it was hot, he said he had this little short jumper on, and he said, I ain't had to wear no shirt, because it had the suspenders that came around this way, and looked at the front and said, hold on. It wasn't, that's gauchos, man. You had on gauchos, man. You had on gauchos. And he said, the guy came around, went around the block, came back, went around the block again, and he came back. And on the third time, he said, I gotta pick you up, because your thighs is glistening. So, now, I'm thinking, how tight was this suit, Dr. Rob? And why you got on a tight jumper, no shirt, like you work at Chippendale? You know, I started the stripping game. I started that. Before I was a comic, I was a dancer. Me and my two friends started it. It was me, Chip, and Dale. I developed the gout, so I had to stop. I developed the gout. Y'all having fun? Y'all having fun? That means clap. Where goes some of that cornbread? Oh, I'm sweating like Mike Tyson in a spelling bee. He lights on me like I'm in interrogation. You know, the police stopped me one day, and this true story in Leesburg. The police stopped me one day and told, this is not recent, not that time. Not that time, this is another time, right? And he said, I had a blue caddy. Remember the blue caddy I had after all? Periwinkle blue, beautiful car. I'm rolling, lights go off. I don't know why, even when your car right, when you've had problems with the law before, you mentally check everything in your car. Am I dirty? You know you're not dirty, but out of habit, you know what I'm saying? Now, when they pull me over, this is how I get out of the ticket. He walked up to the car, I rolled the window down, I said, what's the problem, officer? He said, he shined a flashlight in the car. He's like, you fit the description of a guy who jumped out of the car and robbed a woman. I said, hold up. Hold up. We ain't gotta go to court with this one. We gonna settle this right here, right now. Say what you said again. He said you fit the description of a man who jump stopped. Do you see the Cadillac emblem on my t-shirt? There's no way I could jump out of this car without ripping the whole steering wheel out of it. Secondly, if I jumped out of the car, I'd shatter both ankles. You understand what I'm saying? And this will hurt my feelings. He's like, all right, have a good day. So I'm like, so did he just call me fat? I mean, you know what makes me, I don't understand is when a person asks you, am I getting fat? No, you're already fat. If you gotta ask that question, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody needs to get in shape, everybody. Me, I'm in shape. I choose to be round. Round is the shape. That's my shape. I want to be round. You know, I ain't got to go to the gym, give them $79 a month, nothing. You know, and the people tell me I need to get in shape because it'd be unfair for me to die at this age and this weight. And I'm thinking they concerned for me. I'm like, oh, that's nice. He said, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about for the pallbearers. Ain't nobody trying to lull all that. And then my girlfriend, man, she got a smart mouth, man. We were talking because I'm going through something right now, and we were talking about untimely demise and stuff like that there. And she's like, so Chase, what do you want to do when the time comes? Do you want to be cremated? No, she said, you want to be buried or cremated? I said, I think cremated. She's like, shoot, you'll burn for 3 days. Burn like a tire fire. For real. You ever see a fat person tie their shoe? Like bend over, tie their shoe? Nah, you know what fat people do? You know what fat people do? Yeah, you gotta pick it up, tie it, throw it back down, and mash your foot in it. You look at every fat person's shoe, the whole back is wore out. Well, he done picked his shoe up, tied it, slammed it back down, and mashed his foot back in it. You know, I used to have a shirt that said, whoo, on it. Because that's a fat person's word. Whew. That's a fat person's word. If you think I'm lying, when you leave here tonight, follow a fat person up some steps. They're going to get to the top landing. They're going to put their arm on the banister. You're going to have that right foot up, that right foot on the top landing. I can tell you, our butt is always in your face for some reason. And then you're going to hear, whew. And I think people sometimes, subconsciously, I think people are prejudiced against fat people. I'll tell you why. Let a fat person show up at your house unannounced. Ding dong. You peek to the peak, you're like, shit. See me, Pat. You'll open the door, they'll come in. And y'all, when you walk, hey, come on in, man, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, you're the fat person. Sound like a balloon with a slow leak. You understand what I'm saying? Because he done walked 2 flights of steps. He got to your house at 11:30. It's 1:45. He just knocking on the door. And you get him in the living room, and he'll go to sit down. You will stop him in mid-motion. Ah! Don't sit there. The legs is weak. And you'll call one of your kids, you'll do something that you don't think is cruel, but it is. Michael! Come here, go downstairs and tell Chris 2 milk crates. And I don't know if you know this or not, but when you don't give a person a pillow to go on top of the milk crates, the remnants of my visit to your house stayed with me for days. But for like a big thing of Lucky Charms, you understand what I'm saying? You get them groovy. Ow! You experience it, oh my God. You okay? You all right? All right. She laughed well after the joke was told. So I know why that little short yellow bus is outside now. It's some type of retarded field trip here. Oh my God. You having fun, Alabama? Yeah, man. So I don't, yeah, man. I bet you got a razor too. I bet you got one of them barbershop razors. I bet you. I had a cousin from Alabama. Daryl. See, let me tell you something. There's New York Daryl, and then there's Alabama Daryl. They spell the same though. Daryl. Nah. I'm having so much fun up here tonight. Y'all having a good time though? I can go on and on and on. You want me to stop? Okay, all right. I just want to check with you. I think I learned myself about police and being big and stuff like. I remember one time me and my friend was in the car and he was driving. We was coming home from this party, And late at night, so he rolling through New York, and he got to the stop sign, and he slowed down, he looked both ways, and he kept going. So I looked through the rearview mirror, I said, yo, the police behind. He said, man, it's late night, they ain't gonna bother us, bro. I'm like, oh my God, the police. So we do the same thing again to another stop sign. Third time we did it, lights go on. Pull us over. He said, no, I pulled you over? He said, nah. He said, you ran 3 stop signs. He said, bruh, it's late at night, I slowed down. He said, I said you ran a stop sign. He said, yeah, I slowed down. I looked both ways. He said, what are you not getting? He said, you said I ran a stop sign. I'm telling you I slowed down. He said, how can I teach you the difference? I'm going to show you. Get out of the car. So he gets out of the car. He takes his blackjack and starts weighing his head out. And he asks him, do you want me to slow down or do you want me to stop? That's a good lesson learner, right? That'll teach you. That'll teach you, that'll teach you, that'll teach you. Down south, boy. I ain't actually keep talking. We are not having a conversation right now. So, Pastor, how are you doing? That's what I'm talking about. Blessed and highly favored, set aside. I saw my local sorry. EGLLC. That's not tongues, that's just college spelled backwards. You know what I like? I want to see I like people who really get invoked by the Lord, the Holy Spirit, and just go out, all out. But then you got them other ones that's not going to be outdone. They're not going to be outdone. Let me tell you something. I remember one time I was in church, and the pastor was preaching, it was going, the Spirit was moving. This one I knew I had to lose weight. This one I knew I had to lose weight. Everybody on my row, first the Spirit hit this one, this one, this one. I said, here it comes, then it skipped me. This one. I'm like, why it won't bother me? You stop the winds and everything. And I like people who out there, but then you see some people, if you watch, you can check the phone, you catch the phony people in church. One girl passed out, slain in the spirit, isn't that what they call it? She was slain in the spirit, but she had her hand like this, so she didn't mess her hair up. I was like, me and Kevin was in church, I was like, Kevin, look, she just got her hair done the other day. She said, I'm not messing this $165 up. You can come on sit down, man, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You carrying that little bottle like you would throw it. Oh my God, I'm gonna tell y'all one more joke and I'm gonna get out of here. You know. How many people from Alexandria? Anybody from Alexandria? Falls Church? You know Falls Church? What part of town you live in? I'm asking. Huh? You live in Alexandria? What's that? Can I get a ride? Just trying to line up my ride and stuff. You know. I'll tell y'all the story and we'll get out of here. One story I want to close with. A lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm just glad. I thank God for this opportunity to be here with y'all to celebrate Dr. Rob's 65th birthday. You know, he's 65. So that's when I know God is in the blessing business. Look at him. Look at him. Always got to check something. Get your ass. Every time I look at Dr. Rob chains on his neck, I say, that's about $35 in nickels. That's about $35 worth of nickels. He melted down and did a little hobby and made himself a chain. I used to think he was a weird dude when he had the minivan. I was like, why he got minivan and all this candy? I'm having fun. Happy birthday, Dr. Rob. Happy birthday, man. So your birthday? Dr. Rob, your birthday was Wednesday?
Snow day.
Snow day.
Yeah.
All right. I understand this dude. This dude been coming to the barber shop with sweatpants on and Skechers. It be the ones that the girl be rocking with on the commercial with the bottom like this. I was like, Dr. Rob, what does that do for your glutes? I was going to talk about, individual people, but I'm not going to do that. That's not nice, right? It's not nice. No. But if you want me to, I will. Huh? Wool's not here to defend himself, and now in the state of Virginia, that's against the law. Because we have a friend, I think he's part meerkat. It's not funny because you don't know Wuzu. I've seen dogs in a car. We were standing outside the barbershop, and the dog is riding by in the car, and the light is there, and the dog said out, "Hey, do he bite?" The dog asked, "Do Wuzu bite?" It was a horrific accident on Eldon Street in Spring. Bad accident, so it's right outside the barbershop, so we all go outside. We watching the accident, right? So, oh my God, there's 3 cars, bent up, mangled cars and everything. The ambulance pull up and grab Wuzu, threw Wuzu in the back of the ambulance and took off. I heard him say, "This one was stone clear the crash." He's in shock. That's my man, though. I just think something's wrong with him. I don't like. No, I'm gonna cut that off. Things happen in my life that people may not think it's funny, but it's funny to me. I was talking to my son on the phone one day, true story. And like I said, I went to college for 11 years. And this time, I wasn't in my son's life. I was away getting education. And he called me, this is years after. He called me, he's like, "Dad, man, I'm tired of y'all." He said, "What's up, Dad?" I'm like, "What's up, son?" He was like, "No, I'm just angry right now." I said, "Why?" He said, "They still treat me like I'm special ed Lavelle." I'm not gonna lie to you, I had put something in the air, so for him to say that, I was like, special ed Lavelle, like the rapper special ed? He's like, "Come on, Dad, you know how to say special ed." So, unbeknownst to me, this went on. So at this time, I'm stuck with the fact that my son was in special ed. Now everything is starting to unravel. It's starting to make sense to me now. So he goes on for another 5 or 10 minutes, but I'm not hearing him because I'm stuck on I got the retarded kid. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, as soon as he said, "Dad, you hear me?" I said, "So Lavelle, let me ask you a question. When you say special ed, how special ed you talking about? I mean, did y'all change classes? Did y'all go to the lunch? Talk to me. I need to know what you experienced so I can help you, And then he said, "Nah," and we put me in special ed because I had to take a school, I think it was an aptitude test or something like that there. And he said that, special ed was like 70 or 70, and I wouldn't even have to be there because I scored a 71. I'm like, oh my God. He said, "Dad, they messed with me right there. I scored 71. I scored 71, but they still put me in there. My whole life, they just been jerking. I said, "Nah, son, you deserve to be there. They were trying to help you." That's why when he used to write me a letter, I would get a headache. All this time I thought my son was on drugs. He used to write me letters, and I would call his mother that Sunday. I was like, "What the hell? What's wrong with the bell?" She was like, "What, you get the letter?" I said, "I got something, I don't know what it is." I said, "I don't want to read it because he probably gonna send me some devil chant or something. I don't know what this is." I mess around and read this whole letter and turn it into something. She was like, "Chase, that's your son. He take after you." No, he don't. Don't you start that lie. Don't you start that lie. Oh my God. My grandson, he's an amazing kid. It's Emmanuel, he's 77. And I would always give my grandson anything he wanted. When he was with me, Papat was the hero, right? And he came down here to visit, and I took him shopping, and everything he wanted was Ninja Turtle. He had Ninja Turtle shoes and the backpack and everything. So he seen this staff, I guess Master Splinter Carrier staff or whatever. She said, Papa, I want the staff. And his mother's like, don't get him that, Dad. I was like, he want the staff, he can have the staff. When you take it back to New York, you do it, but now he ain't gonna have the staff. Why buy that boy that staff? So we've been out all day. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm weight challenged. And I'm tired, but I want to show my grandson and my daughter a good time. So when we get back to the house, first of all, we out walking around. He done took the staff out the box and stuck it down the collar of his shirt. I don't know this until my daughter's like, Dad, look at him. Just look at him. Look what you did. I look behind me. He got the stick hanging out the back. And he done tied the Ninja Turtle thing around his head. I'm like, Lord Jesus. And he's walking like he's actually looking for crime. And I'm praying, man, please don't let this boy find no crime, because I don't need to be getting up off the ground out here messing with him. So we get back to the house. I go to my recliner. I had the chair and a half. Yeah, that was not called for. That was not called for. All in my life. I'm trying to tell you a story. You're gonna pick out the fat part. Sound like my mom. Anyway, so I push the button on the recliner, right? It's electric, right? So it sent me all the way back and lay out almost to a bed, so comfortable. I would get in that thing and just watch television. So in order for me to stretch it all the way out, I had to push it away from the wall a little bit, Dr. Rob, you know what I'm saying? So my daughter's on the couch, I'm on the recliner, and my grandson is working out with his little staff. So I doze off. I doze off. And I could hear him with this thing. He's really working it. He's working out with this thing. So I heard him in front of me. You know how you sleep, but you're trying to, I know he's in the house, so I gotta be aware of what he's doing. So he done worked his way all the way around the recliner, Dr. Rob. This Bama hit me in the head so hard with that staff, both my feet shot straight out like this. And I wanted to get him so bad. This the funny part. I cursed, damn it, Emmanuel! I'm gonna go. I gotta wait till this tear come down, Dr. Ryan. And then I was a lot bigger at the time, so when I'm trying to get out the chair, my daughter said, man, you might well forget about it. You about to rock yourself to sleep trying to get out the chair. About to rock yourself to sleep. Yeah, I'll tell y'all this story. I've been up here long enough, right, Dr. Rob? Huh? Yeah, he said, I ain't give you no money. That deal is struck. We signed this in October 19... Let me stop. Tell you a story, and I'm gonna get out of here. Last one, okay? What you say? What my mom say? That's her, just like her daughter. I'm telling you, running the family. You know, I appreciate them. I appreciate my mom and my pop. They support me in everything I do, you know. But I want to tell y'all a story that's embarrassing me, but I think I found out now that I'm only as sick as my deepest secrets. You know what I'm saying? Went through some things, and you can't forget where God brought you to. And I know this is like now to not be a good steward with my money and stuff, and not utilize the people in my life that were put there, that were instrumental in my life, you know what I'm saying? And when you go through something and you don't know how to communicate, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause anything we pray for vertically, God give it back to us horizontally. So, I'm just gonna say this. I didn't know Loudoun County was so big on lobster tails. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. I'm gonna tell you. Give me a chance. Looking like Keenan Ivory Wayne. Don't look like Keenan. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do it, Dr. I can't do it. It's embarrassing. But anyway, huh? The nice store. What you want? What are you talking about? I can't remember that one, Dr. Rod. The 50, 49. Oh, listen. We was talking about Woozle a little while ago. This guy, man, is, that's my brother. I love him. But he is gullible as hell. He said he was a knife salesman. He was a knife set salesman. I said, how was you selling knives, Woo? He said, nah, the knives cost $49.95. And, I bought the knives for the knife set for $49.95. I said, so you paid $49.95 for the knife? I said, yeah, so how much you sell it for? He was like $49.95. I'm like, listen, Woozy, that don't make that. I'm not understanding. You weren't the knife salesman. The dude who sold you the knife was the knife salesman. How can you buy something and sell it for you done burnt your gas, your time, knocking on people's doors, you got calluses on your knuckles, and you get the same thing that you spent. He was like, see, Chris, you know what you're talking about? See, when I sold that one 14, I went back and got 2. Listen. I would leave the barbershop some days with a headache. And am I lying, Dr. Rod? This dude, man, is... I look at him sometimes and say, man, you are the reason for birth control. For real, man. I told him when he was born, his father was like, is it going to grow? What is the life expectancy of something like this? Wow. And he African, he from Ghana, right? He's a good dude, got a good heart and everything. But he wanted to join against me. He's a comedian, I'm a comic, so he always want to go back and forth. I told him, I said, you know what, Woozle? Every nationality or group of people have a tradition. Remember Roots? I said, this is how bad luck you were to your family. When you were born, they waited till that night. Clear, crystal night, you could see every star in the galaxy. And your father put on his ceremonial whites, and the mother handed you to him wrapped up in a blanket, and he took you off into the field, just you and your father. He said he laid you down on the ground, and he undid the blanket, and he looked to your face, and he lifted you up. Remember in Roots, behold, the only thing greater, lightning came out of nowhere. Wham! His father was black like the Road Runner, you know what I'm saying? And Wile E. Coyote. And he was so pissed, he threw Uzu on the ground and wrapped him black up in the blanket and put him under the arm like a toothpick. And walked back to the house with him. He opened the door to the hut. His wife said, Mufusu. What is the matter? He's like, this is not my child. This child is some demon works here. Some demon stuff go on here. Tell y'all this little short, little joke, let me get out of here. It's Italian lady. Shut up! I'm having fun. It's Dr. Rob's birthday. He only gonna be 65 one more time. This is you gotta be true to yourself in a relationship and always tell the truth. This lady had 3 children, right? She had 3 sons. To an Italian lady. Both her sons, 2 of her sons had jet black hair, olive skin complexion, green eyes, and there was one that had red hair and freckles. So he was always leery, this can't be my child. This can't be my child. So the woman became ill, she became sick, and on her deathbed she was dying. He said, I know her, she's a good Catholic. She would not take this to her grave. She would not die with this lie in her mouth. She's like, Maria, she says, yes. He said, listen, I had a question. I'm not mad at being here. I'm going to stay. I'm not going nowhere. But I got to know. The little red-headed kid with the freckles. Is that my son? She's like, Dominic. Of course that's your son. The other two, no. I don't mind. Please, crowd, please enjoy the rest of your night.